These are the Daily Tech Headlines for Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. I'm Sarah Lane. Disney CEO Bob Iger said on the company's latest quarterly earnings call Wednesday that in September, Disney Plus will start cracking down on password sharing. The company's been hinting at this for a while now. Back in February, Disney announced plans to roll out paid sharing, which it did in June, but only to a few countries. Disney hasn't said yet what a paid sharing plan will cost, but for comparison, Netflix charges an extra $8 per month. Disney's also hiking prices across Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus starting in October. As for its earnings, Disney's revenue was up 4% year over year to $23.2 billion, and it posted $47 million in its streaming business operating income, a nice turnaround from its $512 million loss in the same quarter last year. On Tuesday, X filed a federal antitrust lawsuit against the Global Alliance for Responsible Media, or GARM, and its members, which include major tech companies, advertisers, and ad tech firms. X says the group abused its influence over marketers and ad agencies, prompting an unfair ad boycott against X. GARM was created by members of the World Federation of Advertisers, or WFA, back in 2019 in an effort to standardize brand safety for digital advertisers. Conservative media firms accuse GARM of colluding with ad-buying giant Group M to discourage clients from buying ads on sites with prominent conservative political discourse. Apple's macOS Sequoia Beta 5 for developers now includes Safari's distraction control, which lets you hide distracting elements on a web page, like ads or pop-ups or sign-in prompts. Nothing gets hidden by default, but content that you select will stay hidden on future page loads. But other ads will still reappear, as ads tend to rotate between page visits. The practice of Google paying to be the default search engine in Apple's Safari browser was part of the discussion that led Judge Amit Mehta to rule Monday that Google is a monopolist in the United States versus Google antitrust case. However, during the trial, Apple Senior VP of Services Eddie Q said there's no real alternative to Google and used Microsoft's Bing as an example, saying, quote, "I don't believe there's a price in the world that Microsoft could offer us. They offered to give us Bing for free. They could give us the whole company." End quote. Ouch. According to recent numbers from StatCounter, Google dominates search with 91.04% of the market. Bing only holds 3.86%. During the same trial last year, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella said Microsoft could pay up to $15 billion annually to replace Google's deal with Apple, and even proposed sharing 100% of Bing revenue to secure it. AMD announced pricing for its Ryzen 900 series, which were initially delayed due to what AMD said was an abundance of caution. The flagship Ryzen 9 9950X with 16 cores will sell for $649. That's $50 less than the Ryzen 9 7950X that launched back in 2022. The Ryzen 7 9700X at $359 and the 5 9600X at $279 both launch Thursday, August 8th. The flagship 9950X plus the 9 9900X at $499 both launch next Thursday, August 15th. AMD is also launching X870 and X870E motherboard chipsets for the 900 series CPUs at some point in the future, but existing AM5 motherboards are also supported until at least 2027. Google announced the $280 Nest Learning Thermostat 4 with a thinner design, a bezel-free 60% larger display, 4 different face designs, and some Gemini thrown in to improve its learning. It includes an extra sensor to put in another part of your house, with additional sensors priced at $40 each or $3 for $99. Pre-orders are open now, shipping August 20th. Google also plans to add Gemini to Google Assistant on Nest speakers and displays to all users next year. Roku announced plans to launch the Roku Sports Channel. That's a free with commercials premium sports channel next Monday, August 12th. It'll feature sports that Roku already owns and licenses as part of a free ad-supported streaming television or FAST service, including some live Major League Baseball games with MLB Sunday Leadoff, live Formula E car races, top-rank boxing matches, and sports-themed Roku originals. 404 Media reports that NVIDIA told its employees to download videos from YouTube, Netflix, and other providers to train its generative models like Omniverse 3D. Google tells Engadget that its stance remains that such use of its content is a violation of YouTube's terms of service. NVIDIA says it's operating within copyright law. Reddit CEO Steve Huffman told investors during the company's earnings call on Tuesday that Reddit plans to test AI-powered search result pages to summarize and recommend content, which is designed to help users discover new communities. The experiment will use both first-party and third-party technology and start later this year. Huffman didn't offer other details on the partnerships, but Reddit has a current agreement with both Google and OpenAI to train their large language models on Reddit data and in return provide Reddit new AI-powered tools. In its latest quarter, Reddit reported 342.3 million weekly active users. That's up 57% from the year prior, and revenue grew to $281.2 million. Finally, a bit of an exodus at OpenAI. Co-founder John Schulman announced Tuesday he's leaving the company for a role at competitor Anthropic in order to deepen his focus on AI alignment and to start a new chapter of his career where he says he can return to hands-on technical work. OpenAI president and co-founder Greg Brockman announced a leave of absence from the company through the end of the year. Product leader Peter Deng is also leaving. What isn't going away is OpenAI's Dev Day conference, which this year will be a series of sessions: San Francisco on October 1st, London on October 30th, and Singapore on November 21st. But OpenAI says it won't be announcing its next model on any of these dates. For more discussion of the tech news of the day, subscribe to dailytechnewsshow.com. You can find show notes and links to all headlines there as well. Thanks for listening. I'm Sarah Lane, and we'll talk to you next time.